Remember in the last class we studied about how can we handle multiple windows, right? Whenever we are working on a web page, if at all any window comes across, how can we handle multiple windows? That's what we have studied in the last class. So the next and a most important thing which we are going to study is how can we handle alerts in a web page. Okay, so how can we handle alerts in a web page? See, you know that alerts is a pop-up window that comes up on a screen. There are many user actions that can result in an alert on a screen. For example, when a user clicked on a button that displayed a message, maybe you entered in a form, something like that, it will ask some kind of a confirmation from our end. So we need to know how can we handle the alerts, pop-up boxes, JavaScript alerts. Okay, so the most important thing which you need to know is alerts are different from regular windows. Whatever the windows we have, these alerts are differ from those regular windows itself. Both the alerts and the regular windows are not one and the same. These alerts are completely differ from the regular windows. The main difference is that alerts are blocking in nature. So it means it won't allow you to proceed with your execution further. Okay, so they won't allow any action on a web page if they are present. Whenever the alerts are there in a web page, it won't allow you to proceed with the further action. So if alert is there on a web page and if you try to access on any object inside a page without handling that alert, you will get an exception called unhandled alert exception will display for us. It means we clicked on a link, alert got a display. On that particular alert, what I'm doing right now, I'm not handling that alert and I am trying to perform operations on a browser. Then okay, unhandled alert exception will display for us. Okay, then unhandled alert exception will display for us. So generally the various types of alerts we have are simple alerts which contains just an OK button on them. Okay, simple alerts contains just an OK button on them. So here this is an alert wherein which we have to click on this OK button itself. And then confirmation alerts which contains both the OK and as well as a cancel button. And the next type of alert is a prompt alert which takes as an input and then we can handle that particular alert. So Selenium provides us with an interface to handle that particular alert. Okay, so alert is an interface which gives us the following methods in order to handle any kind of alerts. So the first one is an accept method, which is gonna click on an accept button. Dismiss, which is gonna click on a cancel button on an alert. Get the text, which is gonna get the text from that alert. Send the keys to write some text onto that particular alert. We are using these send keys. Okay, in order to write down some text onto that particular alert, we are using this send keys concept. Fine. So the scenario out over here is, let me open this IRCTC application. Okay, so let me open this IRCTC application, service.irctc.co.in. Okay, it's not opening up. Okay, so it's just opening on a Chrome browser. So this is the app URL. See guys, without entering username, password, whenever I click on this login button, enter value for username. Okay, so it is displaying as an enter value for username. An alert is displayed. This is a simple alert without handling. Whenever I am trying to perform any operations on a browser, it's not allowing me. So for sure, in order to perform operations on a browser, we need to handle this alert at any cost. Fine. Let me create a new script for us. So here, under the scripts, I'm creating a new class, Web24, with the main method. And now, what I'm doing right now means, once after we did this one, now Webdriver space driver is equal to new Firefox driver, driver.get. I would like to open this application. So here the protocol we need to specify. So copy this application URL and update in your program. Driver.manage.window.maximize, which will maximize that. So after that, what I am doing means, let me use a thread.sleep for sure. These two commands are one and the same. I am adding them here to my scripts. Okay. Now, what I am doing right now means, after opening the application, wait for some time. So here, I am using a thread.sleep for some time. And after that, what I am doing right now, I would like to click on this login button. Right click, inspect element with a firebug. So I don't want to go with the mobile version. So here I'm changing to login. So it is having a name property as a button. So driver.find element by dot name dot click. Okay, driver.find element by dot name dot click. Now, whenever you performed a click operation, an alert got displayed for us. So, driver dot switch to dot alert. I know that we need to use a switch to concept in order to switch to a frame, window, or else an alert. So the return type of this particular one itself is an alert, but I am trying to store it in a string A is equal to. I am trying to store this one in a string A is equal to, it is throwing a change this type to alert. Now A dot get a text method. This will get a text from the alert. String X is equal to system.out.println text present on the alert is plus X, and here I would like to click on an OK button. A dot accept clicks on a OK button on the alert. Okay, clicks on an OK button on that particular alert. That's it. So here, instead of this Firefox driver, I would like to run my test script on a Chrome browser, and even I am copying the code with respect to of this Chrome browser. Okay, I just copied the code for Chrome browser from my previous script and I updated my code here. Okay, and I updated my code here. Okay, fine. Done up to here. So, the next point what we need to consider out over here is, okay, so once after we created up to here, okay, so once after we created up to here, the next point what we need to concentrate is, let me try to run the script and see how this is going to work. Run as a Java application. It's getting executed. It should open the app. Somehow it's not opening. Might be an issue. It's not executing the maximize command too. What went wrong here? Cannot get automation extension. Chrome extensions.js. See guys, one small point which you need to remember here. Okay, whenever you are encountering an issue like your browser got opened, okay, your browser got opened, but in which your script is not executing, means there is an issue with the jar files and the browser. Okay, so there might be an issue with the jar files and the browser. So here I am navigating to seleniumhq.org/downloads and I am searching for Chrome. Earlier we have a downloaded a 2.29 something like that. It's 2.3.0. So I am downloading 2.30 now. Okay, I am downloading 2.30 now, and here once it got downloaded, let's unzip it, copy the executable file, and again go to the projects, replace it. I just replaced that one. Okay, cool. It's not possible for me to rename this one too. Okay, fine. So let me copy that info from downloads once again. So as the issue encountered here is I was unable to delete that one. Okay, 23 23.6. Okay, so I pasted the latest version here, refresh the project. Let me try to rerun the program. This time, if you observe, the script is getting executed. Okay, cool. So done up to here. So this is the way how can we create this concept. Okay, so this is the way how can we handle this alert, and even the text present on that alert got captured here. Okay, the text present on that alert got captured here, and the scenario for your practice is enter username without entering a password, click on a login button and handle that alert. This is a scenario 1 for your practice. See here, I entered some value in a username and I haven't entered anything in a password. The alert is displaying as a please enter the password. I entered some value in a password and I clicked on a login button. So another alert, please enter the verification code is displaying. So here I'm giving another scenario. Enter username and enter password. Click on a login button without entering that capture image and handle that alert. That's the another point which we need to practice. Okay, so go ahead and practice these scenarios from your end. Okay, go ahead and practice these two scenarios from your end. Okay guys, is this assignment whatever I have given for you clear for everybody? Or do you have any specific questions for me on this?
Yeah, quick question regarding the browser, right? So, do we have to use all the time the latest browser, or how to bring up the compatibility in the browser and chat file?
See, the simple point is the Selenium Java version, if you observe, we are using a previous version of a Selenium Java, right? That's the first and the most important thing which we need to remember. So we are using some earlier version as a 4.8 versions we are working on. Okay, and we can use a 5.3 also, 2.53 to work on that particular stuff. The major issue over here is browser compatibility. So usually the foremost thing which you need to consider is if your script is not executing, then we need to change the versions for sure. There is no other option. If you are using Maven, then it can pull the information from the Maven repository. But for now, we need to specify that information. Okay? But for now, we need to specify that particular information manually. That's the only option which we have. Okay? Cool. Done up to here.
So how do you know that there is only the simple alert, not the confirmation alert or not other alerts?
See, that's what, if you observe here, we have already seen these types of alerts. See, if an alert contains a just OK, we can consider it as a simple alert. If both the OK and confirmation, we can consider it as a confirmation alert. And if there is some text on an alert, we can call it as a prompt alert.
Yeah, yeah, I got this one. But in the window, if we click that button, it will display sometimes the simple alert, sometimes the prompt alert, sometimes the confirmation alert. So before writing the program, we have to check in the browser every time.
See, the point out over here is we do have three different types of alerts like simple, confirmation and a prompt, but the logic whatever you are gonna implement would be one and the same. Okay, the logic whatever you are gonna implement would be one and the same. See, for the simple alert, what I did, it contains only OK button. That's the reason we switch it to that alert and we clicked on an accept button. That's it. Whereas for confirmation alert, we will switch to the alert based on our requirement. We can either click on an OK or a cancel button, for which we have two different methods, accept and dismiss. Whereas moving on to a prompt alert, we do have a text field here, and even we have one method to enter a value to this particular text field. So the ultimate point which you need to observe over here is whatever the type of alert it might be, the only command which we need to pass is a driver.switch to.alert is the one which we need to do. By looking into that particular alert, we will pass the further methods like get text, accept, dismiss, and send keys. That's it. Okay, is this
Okay.
point clear for you now?
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Yes. Thank you.
So this logic is one and the same. A dot so driver dot switch to dot alert is one and the same. The only difference out over here is we are just passing, okay, a different kinds of methods onto that particular alert. That's it. Okay, we are just passing a different kinds of methods onto that particular alert. Fine. So even I have a given couple of assignments for your practice to work on this alert.